Thank God there's good pizza here.
You can get your pizza from a leading chain, but there's something special about a local pie place. Here's the top 10 hands-down best pizza places in America.
The best of the best of the best, sir.
Lou Malnoti's, Chicago.
No.
There's an age-old debate raging in the pizza world: thin crust, stuffed crust, or deep dish. The lines have been drawn and sides have been chosen. Lou Malnoti's is comfortably seated on the side of deep dish. Lou Malnoti was a pizza connoisseur who worked and cut his teeth in Chicago's first deep dish pizzeria. He transferred this expertise to his own business in a northern suburb of the city, Lincolnwood, where he opened the very first Lou Malnoti's restaurant. For over 50 years, the company has been serving Chicago and has expanded to monumental heights, now with over 30 locations in the city. Their claim to fame is a massive deep dish pizza topped with mozzarella, Romano, and cheddar cheese. The crust is high-walled and perfectly crunchy, topped with Lou's signature sweet and chunky tomato sauce.
I wanted to show him my latest creation.
If you're feeling a bit adventurous, Lou Malnoti's offers an escape from the traditional deep dish. This particular pizza is topped with a thin layer of sausage that resides under the cheese, imparting a little bit of spicy and sweet into every bite. Better call ahead, though, because this specialty can take upwards of an hour just to make, as every pie is carefully handcrafted with the sort of artisanal gusto that one would expect from a world-class pizza establishment. Next time you're in the Windy City, stop into one of Lou's many locations and get yourself a one-of-a-kind slice. Via 313, Texas.
We can offer you $3.13.
Who says that you can't find a slice of world-famous Detroit-style pizza in the heart of Texas? Two brothers from a working-class area of Michigan's Motor City decided that a pizzeria would be the perfect way to impart a little bit of Northeastern culture on this southern state. Their dream started in a meager trailer, but little did they know they would go on to make one of the most iconic pizza spots that the country had ever seen. To this day, they've expanded their operation to 2 working trailers and 3 brick-and-mortar storefronts, making sure that Austin never has to go without their favorite slice. With the recent craze for the lesser-known Detroit-style pizza, these two had their work cut out for them when making a name for themselves.
We work hard, we play hard.
Detroit pizza is well known for its square or rectangular shape and an extra layer of chunky sauce right on top of the cheese. Patrons of this establishment say that you can't find a better pie even in Detroit itself. They source the finest ingredients that they can find and treat every pie as a statement that Detroit and Austin deserve to be on the map of pizza meccas. While some may still refer to it as Sicilian style, Via 313 doesn't really care what you call it as long as you stop in for a slice now and then. Who said that Texas could only do barbecue? Al Forno, Providence.
Hey, you fellas come from Providence?
A bit of a detour from the classic pizza that you'll see on this list, Al Forno was started by a couple in Providence after hearing a traveler's misrepresented take on a pizza that they had tasted in Florence, Italy. This unnamed wayfarer referred to the pizza as grilled when what they actually meant to say was wood-fired. But the owners of Al Forno were already hard at work creating their vision of grilled pizza. They decided that the right idea for their particular pie was baking it over a charcoal fire, which gives the crust a smoky and savory flavor that was yet unheard of.
Something new.
They boast a modest menu with selections that may seem arbitrary, but are actually carefully crafted with the finest ingredients in the Northeast. Supposedly, there isn't a bad pie on the menu, and many returning customers claim that the cacio e pepe, topped with ricotta and mortadella, is the true winner at Al Forno. Next time your favorite pizza joint asks if you want thin crust or hand-tossed, reply with charcoal grilled and see if they even know what you're talking about. Fear not, if they can't give you what you're looking for, you can always make the pilgrimage up to Providence to visit the world-famous Al Forno's. Scarr's, New York City.
Who's up for some real New York City pizza.
Scarr Pimentel is nothing if not a true pizza artisan. He spent his time growing up in New York City, frequenting various dollar slice joints before going on to work at some of the most respected pizzerias around. He took this knowledge and founded his own restaurant, making sure to honor the tradition of those that came before him. He boasts one of the fastest growing pizzerias in the country, and one trip to his shop will tell you why. Scarr uses only the freshest and most vibrant ingredients that he sources locally and uses the masterful techniques that he picked up in his career to create a slice that simply must be experienced.
It's life-changing.
While some claim that his pizza is simple, there is a quality to the simplicity. He uses a flour that is stone ground and a cheese that is springy and bouncy. This gives the end result a flavor-packed finish that is not only chewy but airy at the same time. If you're looking for a return to tradition, you can do no wrong grabbing a slice at Scarr's Pizzeria next time you visit the Big Apple. L'Industrie, New York City.
Right. New York City.
Albeit smaller than the other pizzerias on this list, what L'Industrie lacks in size, it makes up for in technique and taste. This small storefront resides in the heart of New York City's Brooklyn borough, where Italian immigrant Massimo Laveglia uses his Florence roots to create some of the most innovative and tasty pizza creations around. His signature slice boasts a dough that is fermented longer than its counterparts and ingredients sourced from the most reputable dealers in the area. One particular pie that has customers raving is a pizza topped with a generous helping of burrata, basil, and olive oil, giving the pie a fresh and bright taste profile.
Only the freshest, oh spooky one.
While one might expect a new pizza shop to flounder among the stiff New York City pizza competition, Laveglia has managed to create a unique slice that is a welcome detour from the typical neighborhood pie. Just don't ask for a place to sit, as the shop is housed in a meager 500 square feet location. Next time you're looking for a change from the corner shop dollar slice, you'd do well to venture into L'Industrie, where change from traditional menus has been welcomed with open arms. Slab, Portland.
Portland seems nice.
Yeah.
Nestled in the heart of Maine, this next pizza shop brings some of the best flavors from the old world to the new. The shop gets its name from the proprietary method in which they cut their pizza, which is served in thick rectangular or square shapes, aka slabs. While this joint may not serve its pizza in the preferred geometrical shape, that isn't stopping patrons from coming back for more time and again. Even though this pizza place resides outside of the Big Apple, you can still find traditional methods at work.
Still keeping traditions alive.
The best ingredients are sourced daily and pay tribute to traditional pizza roots, while also reinventing some of your old favorites. You can find everything from the crowd-pleasing margarita to new and improved recipes like the loaded potato, which is everything from potato crumble to bacon bits. While it may not observe every rule laid down by the pizza makers of old, sometimes a little magic can happen when you break the rules. Mozza, Los Angeles.
Why is it so hard to get a good slice in LA anyway?
How do you build a pizza? Well, from the dough up, of course. Mozza's owner, Nancy Silverton, knows that any pizza worth biting into starts with a good foundation. That's why she took her culinary roots as a baker and applied them to the art of pizza making. Creation of a good dough is no small feat. Not only is technique called into action in terms of kneading and spinning, but ingredients will be highly scrutinized as well. Nancy uses only the finest mix of bread and rye flours, a recipe that she learned from her baking days, and implements them in the process of creating her pizzas.
I'm very creative.
The result is a puffy and pliable crust that is the perfect bedrock on which to build a mouth-watering pizza. Los Angeles has no shortage of pizza joints, and some would call it sacrilege to mark any of these places among the nation's top pizzerias. But Mozza takes something that many deem simple and applies great emphasis to it. A pizza is only as good as the dough it's assembled on, and if you're looking for the best of the bunch, you could do worse than Mozza. Santarpio's Pizza, Boston.
And dinner at Santarpio's had some leftovers.
Oh, you're the freaking best.
Sure, some people want atmosphere and a nice dining experience when they eat their meals, but others simply want the best food that money can buy. Santarpio's elects to give their customers the latter. You may be asking, what do I pair my humble cheese pie with? Well, at Santarpio's, they have $5 glasses of wine that you can use to wash down what many are calling the best cheese pizza in the area. Boston is no stranger to Italian-influenced cuisine, but it took no time at all for this bakery-turned-pizza shop to be marked among the best in town.
I'm gonna get what's mine.
Not all that hungry for pizza? No worries. Santarpio's also offers homemade sausage and lamb tips for those feeling famished for something other than a pie. However, their claim to fame still lies in the oh-so-simple slice of cheese pizza. This is something that sounds rudimentary, yet needs to be tried to truly understand. It's the age-old question of quality versus quantity, and if we had to put our money on one, we'd choose quality. Not convinced? Well, you might just have to try it for yourself. Next time you're in Beantown, don't forget to fork over the toll money and visit Santarpio's. You'll be glad you made the stop. Razza, Jersey City.
I'm from Jersey. I'm the Jersey guy.
Yeah.
New York may have a stranglehold on the pizza scene, but let it be known that New Jersey is not going down without a fight. Razza is the brainchild of owner and operator Dan Richer, who knew that a wood-burning oven and a little bit of elbow grease could come together to make some of the best pie in the country. The store is located in a quaint locale where one might expect to find a world-star delicatessen or bistro. But no, the only thing that Dan wanted to make was pizza. Although he comes from chef roots, he knew that he didn't need to reinvent the wheel and instead focused on making quality pies with the best ingredients he could get his hands on.
I'm a simple man.
The result of his hard work is a delightfully fluffy pizza that still manages to have a little bit of a crunch. Combine this with new and old favorite toppings and you'll have one heck of a slice on your hands. He continues to stay very involved in the restaurant's business, and it isn't uncommon to see him walking the dining hall and checking in on the guests. If you're happy, he's happy. There's something comforting about a warm piece of pizza made from someone who truly loves the craft. Next time you're cruising along the Atlantic, we know you could just jet over to NYC and grab a slice, but maybe take the road less traveled and meander over to Razza. We promise that you won't be disappointed. Joe's Pizza, New York City.
A gift card to Joe's Pizza or tickets to Wicked?
It's true, the best pizza in the nation does in fact come from NYC. At least that's what patrons of Joe's have to say. Established in 1975 by the namesake owner Joe Pazzuoli, this pizza joint is what many foodies refer to as an institution. Nestled in the heart of Greenwich Village, Joe still owns and operates his meager pizzeria, making sure that every slice is held to the standard that he set forth. If you're looking for a famous New York slice, there is no other name that comes before Joe's. There are only 3 options on the menu: plain cheese, Sicilian square, and fresh mozzarella.
It's insane, but they're great.
There's no need to stand on ceremony here. This is a working-class pizza that does some serious heavy lifting. With a menu as focused as this, you can guarantee that everything from the sauce to the dough to the cheese has been workshopped, toiled over, and perfected. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. How good could a pizza this simple truly be? Well, I guess you'll have to find out for yourself. Give Joe our regards as you salivate over what amounts to the greatest pizza in the nation. Salud! What's your favorite pizzeria? Let us know. Tap or click for another great video, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell.